ॐ गणानां त्वा गणपतिगुं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमं ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणां ब्रह्मणस्पत आनशृण्वन्नोतिभिः सीदसादनम् प्रणो देवी सरस्वती वाजेभिर्वाजिनीवती धीनामवित्र्यवतु गणेशाय नमः सरस्वत्यै नमः श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ ॐ हृदाकाशे सदा भान्तं शान्तमानन्दरूपिणं ज्ञानभानुमहं वन्दे सद्गुरुं सत्यसायिनम् ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः ॐ भूमिर्भूम्नाद्यौर्वरिणान्तरिक्षं महित्वा उपस्थेते देव्यदिते ग्निमन्नादमन्ना ध्यायादधे आयङ्गौ पृश्निरक्रनीदसनन् मातरं पुनः पितरं च प्रयन्सुवः त्रिरुंशद्धाम विराजति वा पतङ्गाय शिश्रिये प्रत्यस्य वहद्युभिः अस्य प्राणादपानत्यन्तश्चरति रोचना व्यख्यन्महिषः यत्त्वा आक्रुद्धः परोवपमन्युना यदवर्त्या सुकल्पमग्ने तव पुनस्त्वो दीपयामसि यत्ते मन्युपरोक्तस्य पृथिवी मनुदध्वसे आदित्या विश्वे तद्देवा वसवश्च समाभरन् मनोज्योतिर्जुषतामाज्यौ विच्छिन्नं यज्ञगुं समिमं बृहस्पतिस्तनुतामिमन्नो विश्वे देवा इह मादयन्ताम् ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः offering our collective love at the lotus feet of Bhagavan Shri Satya Sai Baba Varu. Let us all be together. Let us all be nourished together. Let us all work together with great vigor. May our studies shine and illumine our intellects. May we not hate or contradict each other. Let there be peace, peace, and peace. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, Hari Om, Shalom, Sai Ram, Namaste. We completed the 7 ruks in part of Bhusuktam. The first 6 are authentically quoted as Bhusuktam, and the rest of them are all compilations from various places that basically describe or eulogize, as they call it, and pray to the goddess Earth. Basically, every suktam is not taken only just from one Veda or one source. Suktam is that which is a compilation to describe a beautiful concept, su-ukti, that which is beautifully explained. So we should not think that this belongs to this Veda, that belongs to this Veda, that Veda. There are basically root Vedas, but there are also compilations by the rishis. And therefore, in Rigveda, for every mantra, there is a rishi. They have to chant that in Rigveda. That's not the case in Yajurveda. Yajurveda, no need to invoke the rishis and all of that stuff. So the point of what I'm trying to convey is, yes, there will be some confusion. How come this mantra is not chanted? After this the 6th mantra, some people chant Saptate Agnis Samitha. That mantra is also chanted. So there are variations, Pata Vedas, and they are not important here. We stick to the concept and focus on the concept. Having said that, the main text of Bhusuktam is twofold. One is to extol the glory of this infinite consciousness in which Earth is a part of it. And then trying to invoke the divinity of the sun and the context of Pitaha, Mataha, Pitaram, Mataram, Suvaha. So mother, father concept is introduced, where the earth is the mother and the Suvaha, the sky above, the heavens above, is described as the father. We got into this Bhusuktam only because in the context of Aruna Prashna, the next thing that we are going to study in Aruna Prashna is the different pairs or the couples that sustain the universe. And we started that with the Ashwini Devatas, who bridge the gap between the celestial and the terrestrial. And as part of that invocation of the divine pairs or couplets, Earth and the sky are described as a couplet. The couplet there doesn't mean what we think in a lower mind as wife and husband. It's not like wife and husband. The two people that work together in partnership in the context of spiritual realization, in the context of doing a yajna, they are called a couplet. They are called a couple. The essence of, even in Sanatana Dharma, the essence of marriage is basically to do the yajna together. Nowadays, we don't even understand that word, so we don't need to go dwell deeper into that. But if you really followed what mantras you were asked to chant as part of a Hindu wedding, or for that matter, even in a Western wedding, in a Christian wedding also, you take certain oaths, you take certain commitments. And the word marriage actually is a Germano-Platonic origin, where it says that it is partnership. That's what the word marriage actually means. And in the context of that, it is called The reason why you are getting married is to work together in a partnership so that you can do the yajna associated with paying your indebtedness to the divine forces, Deva Yajna, Pitru Yajna, Bhuta Yajna, Manushya Yajna. 5 different types of yajnas are supposed to be conducted by this couple. And if they are aligned in conducting those yajnas in partnership and in unity, that is a true essence of a married life. And nowadays we don't understand what commitments are, etc. So we'll leave that topic aside. We are living lives of agreeing in disagreements. We all agree to disagree, and then let's have a life. That's okay. You do your way, I do my way. Social freedom. So this yajna that needs to be conducted has to be done with unity of thought, word, and deed. That unity, that integrity of thought, word, and deed, that when it is broken, dispersed, then you failed the principle of doing the yajna. Therefore, you have to rekindle, reunite the thought, the word, and the deed. And the mantra 5, 6, and 7 are essentially talking about dispersed awareness due to lack of unity of what you think, what you say, what you do. Dispersion of awareness. It is no longer integrated awareness. It is dispersed awareness. And the dispersed awareness has to be brought together so that Mano Jyotihi Jushatam. With what? Ajam. There is this thing called, when we do the yajna, what is called Vasor Dhara, where you actually pour ghee without stopping. It is a constant pour of ghee. And then when you look at those mantras that are being chanted, it is truly about Ajyadhara. Ajyadhara means because of the specific gravity of the ghee that is associated, and that too when it is heated up, it will fall without any interruption associated with it. In water, you may see bubbles, but in ghee, there are no bubbles. Such should be the concentration associated with this thing called yajna, which is this sacrifice. That is the essence of what we have discussed yesterday. The class transcript in English is now uploaded to the classroom. And this Wednesday, we'll have practice of Bhusuktam for those of you who are serious about learning. For those of you for whom it is a time pass, it's okay. The time has not come so that you are seriously engaged in pursuit. There is no force. So now we come to this 8th verse, which extols this Mother Earth with various references to names that point out her functionalities. Medini Devi,
Medini Devi,
Vasundhara,
Vasundhara,
Syad Vasudha Devi,
Syad Vasudha Devi,
Vasavi.
Vasavi.
Brahmavarchasah
Brahmavarchasah
Pitrinag
Pitranag
Shrotranchakshurmanaha.
Shrotranchakshurmanaha.
Om Medini Devi Vasundhara
Om Medini Devi Vasundhara Medini Devi Vasundhara
Syadvasudha Devi Vasavi
Syadvasudha Devi Vasavi Syadvasudha Devi Vasavi
Brahmavarchasah Pitrinag
Brahmavarchasah Pitranag Brahmavarchasah Pitranag
Shrotranchakshurmanaha
Shrotranchakshurmanaha Shrotranchakshurmanaha
Medini Devi Medini Devi Vasundhara Syadvasudha Devi Vasavi Brahmavarchasah Pitrinag Shrotranchakshurmanaha
Medini Devi Vasundhara Syadvasudha Devi Vasavi Brahmavarchasah Pitranag Brahmavarchasah Pitranag sorry, one more time. Brahmavarchasah Pitranag Shrotranchakshurmanaha Medini Devi Vasundhara Syadvasudha Devi Vasavi Brahmavarchasah Pitranag Shrotranchakshurmanaha.
So the words are very straightforward. Medini, Devi, Vasundhara. Then the next word is Shyat, Vasudha, Devi, Vasavi, Brahmavarchasaha, Pitrunam, Shrotran, Chakshuhu, Manaha. As I mentioned, all these are names or descriptions of her functionalities. Medini means the most fertile one. Devi is the effulgent, the goddess. Vasundhara, the one who is the bearer of all wealth. Vasu means wealth. Syat, may she be. Vasudha, dha means that which also bears, the one who gives, the one who bears, the giver and the bearer, bestower. Again, Devi comes, Vasundhara, Devi, Vasavi. Vasavi. Vasu is different from Vasu. A lot of people get confused about these two names. Vasudeva is different from Vasudeva. Okay. One matra makes a difference. Short vowel to long vowel. Vasu, Vasavi means the one who is the abode of all the terrestrial beings. Vasavi. Brahmavarchasaha. That she is brilliant with Brahmavarcha, means the brilliance associated with the Brahman, or the one who is glorious, or the one who is splendorous. And then what is she doing? Shyat. What is she giving us? She is not only giving all these things for our own existence, but also for the ancestors, Pitrunam, Shrotram, hearing, Chakshu, sight, Manaha, mind. So this verse basically praised or extols the glory of the mother as the sustainer, bestower of wealth, and her divine presence as the abode of all the beings, and seeking her blessings in granting Brahmavarchas. Means she is the one that is giving the next line, Brahmavarchasaha Pitrunam Shrotram Chakshur Manaha, is pointing out to what she is blessing beyond all those things for sustenance and for the existence of all the beings. That she will give the strength of the spiritual splendor, which leads to sacred hearing, seeing, thought, and that which is dedicated also to the ancestors. This is what I was telling as yajna. Pitru yajna is equally important as Deva yajna, is equally important as Bhuta yajna. Now, yesterday only that question that we were contemplating, this aspect about having sacred thought, sacred sight, sacred hearing, all of these things are used for realizing the Brahman within, Brahmavarchasaha, and also for appeasing and pleasing the Pitrus, the ancestors. This is the most, what we call as our simplest and highest spiritual living. Yesterday when I was saying about yoga and all those things, mantra, tantra, yoga, all those things, what we are talking there is that's a very complex path. It's a very arduous path. You don't even have to really know the mantras and scriptures and tantras and all that stuff. Purity of thought, word, and deed, and integrated awareness in leading a life of sacrifice and service. That is the highest spiritual path. That when brother was using the word karma sannyasa, we have to understand first what that words are very critically indicating. Karma means action. Nyasa means placing. Sat means in the present. In presence. Totality of presence. A true person that follows the path of wisdom, that wisdom lies in making the thought, the word, and the deed come from a place of total presence and awareness. That is actually the true meditation. Bhagavan says very beautifully, Manassekam, Vachassekam, Karmanyekam, Mahatmanam. Manasanyat, Vachasanyat, Karmananyat, Duratmanam. A pure soul is one who has integrity, total integrity and purity of and unity of thought, manas, vachas, word, deed, action. It's purity and unity of those three things. People have unity of impure thought, impure word, and impure action, 100%. But that is not purity. That is impurity. Unity of impurity, that's called a demon. Purity of thought, word, and deed is divine. So here, what is invoked is Shrotra, Chakshu, Mana. What you see, what you hear, what you think, completely align towards this path of Brahma Vachasaha Pitrunam. So, in that context, what is the first line? What is the second line? The first line is a reference to this mother whose existence is yajna only. So the mother's words that are used, fertile one, effulgent one, the one who bears all the wealth, the one who gives away all the wealth, with inordinate aspect of sacrifice and forbearance, total forbearance and sacrifice. May I lead a life of the example that is set by my mother whose action is love, whose word is love, whose thought is love. My mother, and similarly my father, the effulgent one, as huge as the sky. Medini Devi Vasundhara. So, when we are looking at these words, we should truly look not only the outer meaning associated with them, but you should also go deeper into how that name conveys the action that is exemplary for our own lives. That means you are seeing below what appears to be just a name. Devi Hiranyagarbhini.
Devi Hiranyagarbhini.
Devi Prasuvari.
Devi Prasuvari.
Sadane.
Sadane.
Satyayane.
Satyayane.
Sida.
Sida.
Most likely this mantra is from Rigveda. Devi Hiranyagarbhini Devi Prasuvari.
Devi Hiranyagarbhini.
Hiranya, no. He, the Swaritam is on Ra, not on He. Is it written otherwise?
Yeah, it's written on he.
Okay, it should be
And then there's
Devi Hiranyagarbhini Devi Prasuvari.
Uncle,
Oh,
there's also
Prasuvari, there is also a difference in the There is a part of Veda here. Okay, we can, I don't know how I chanted in the audio, but okay, let me check one more source in the Mantra Pushpam book. देवी हिरण्यगर्भिणी देवी प्रसूवरी. That's how it is in Mantra Pushpam book. Let's use that, not this. This could be a variation.
देवी हिरण्यगर्भिणी देवी प्रसूवरी देवी हिरण्यगर्भिणी देवी प्रसूवरी
सदने सत्यायने सीदा
सदने सत्यायने सीदा सदने सत्यायने सीदा
Devi, simple words, Hiranyagarbhini, Devi, Prasuvari, Sadane, Satya, Ayane, Sida. Where do you get the word Sida? Which mantra? Which mantra you get Sida?
Galanam to Sida Sadhanam.
No. Sida Sadhanam. Putibhis Sida. Putibhis Sida. There is the Sida. Devi, goddess again. Okay. Hiranyagarbhini, the one who is the one that is the carrying the golden embryo, bearer of the golden. The gold, the one Garbhini means pregnant, with Hiranya means the gold. Devi. Garbhini doesn't mean pregnant like we think colloquially. When we go back to the Aruna Prashna there, it will be very beautifully invoked. I will explain the meaning of the word Garbhini, the Hiranya Garbhini, in that context, which is much more powerful explanation there. But here right now, Hiranya means golden. Colloquial translation. Garbhini means the one who bears or the one who carries. This Hiranya. Devi Prasuvari. Garbhini Prasuvari. Prasuvari means that which brings forth or that which produces. Sadane, Satyayane, Sida. So the mother is the source of all the creation. Therefore, she is Hiranyagarbhini. Not only she produces the beings responsible for these beings, but she is also, she brings them forth, sadane, to live in her abode, satya ayane, on the path of truth, sida, means here and now, established here and now. Understood how beautiful that mantra is? This Devi, she is Hiranyagarbhini. She then produces the being, not only after, she just doesn't give the birth and leave them. After certain sustenance, she sets an example of her abode, which is the path of realizing, established in the path, Sita. Sida means established. Satya Ayane, on the path of truth, which is her abode, which sets the path for a truthful living. See, each mantra is telling about a way of life. Each mantra teaches about the way of life. How do you live is the essence of the Veda. Not what you do with these mantras just for, because I know how these mantras are chanted, suddenly I become realized and all of that stuff. That is humbug. If the mantra doesn't seek in and doesn't change your way of life, and you do not practice what you have learnt in these mantras, throw the mantra out. The mantra is dead for you and you are a dead person. It has no value at all. The value of the mantra is in living the mantra. If you do not live the mantra, it is useless. It doesn't lead to realization. Satya ayane, sadane, Sai Seva Sadane. Sai Seva Sadane Satya Ayane Sida. I'm not saying it with any pun. Where there is incredible amount of service that is done, that becomes the abode of the presence of the truth. Here and now established. The purpose of a Sai center is to put you on the path of truth and to live that truth and to be the essence of the truth, nothing else. And on the path of the truth, you have to have a disciplined mind, a disciplined word, and a disciplined action. If you don't have those three, nothing has done. Mantra has done nothing for you. You have not even understood what this Mother Earth on which you are walking, how she sets an example for you as walking the path of the truth. Devi Hiranyagarbhini, Devi Prasuvari, Sadane, Satyayane, Sida. Samudravati, Savit,
Samudravati
Savitriha,
Savitriha
No Devi,
No Devi
Mahyangi,
Mahyangi
Mahidharani,
Mahidharani
Mahovyathishta,
Mahovyatishtha
Vyathishta,
Vyatishtha
Tha and Tha, both. Mahidharani, Mahovyathishta,
Mahidharani Mahovyatishtha
Shringe, Shringe,
Shringe Shringe
Yajne, Yajne,
Yajne Yajne
Vibhishini,
Vibhishini
Indrapatni,
Indrapatni
Vyapini,
Vyapini
Surasariha.
Surasaridhiha.
These are beautiful descriptions of the Mother Earth. More description of her functionality with these names. Samudravati Savitriha.
Samudravati
Samudravati Dirgham.
Samudravati Savitriha Samudravati Savitriha
No Devi Mahyangi,
No Devi Mahyangi No Devi Mahyangi
Mahidharani Mahovyathishta,
Mahidharani Mahovyathishta Mahidharani Mahovyathishta
Shringe, Shringe, Yajne, यज्ञे विभीषिणी
शृङ्गे शृङ्गे यज्ञे यज्ञे विभीषिणी शृङ्गे शृङ्गे यज्ञे यज्ञे विभीषिणी
इन्द्रपत्नी व्यापिनी सुरसरिदिहा
इन्द्रपत्नी व्यापिनी सुरसरिदिहा इन्द्रपत्नी व्यापिनी सुरसरिदिहा.
Okay, chant the whole thing.
समुद्रवती सावित्री हनो देवी मह्यङ्गी महीधरणी महो व्यथिष्ठा शृङ्गे शृङ्गे यज्ञे यज्ञे विभीषिणी इन्द्रपत्नी व्यापिनी सुरसरिदिहा.
Again, the words are very simple and straightforward. Samudravati, the one who is bearing also the oceans. Savitri, the one who is life sustaining. Iha means, okay, that's incorrect. Savitri, not Hano. It is Savitri, Iha, Naha. Chandrasekhara, are you there, Kana? Making note of this? Yeah.
Oh, yes, Anna. Sure.
Savitri, Iha, Naha, Devi, Mahi Angi is Mahyangi. So Samudravati, very simple. Savitri, sustainer of life. Iha, here. Naha, for us. This Devi, the goddess, is Mahi Angi. Mahi means she has mighty limbs or mighty form. What this mightiness of the mother? You go to Grand Canyon, you will know the mightiness of the mother. You look at that and then you understand, oh my God, look at this. What an incredible presence of the Mother Earth. You will see deep in the troughs. Mahi Dharani. She is the great bearer or upholder of this entire gigantic, magnanimous presence that is Mahi Mahaha Mahi Vyathishta. Vyathishta means greatly established. It's great established. In what? Shringe, Shringe.
Oh, good morning.
Morning, Bhaiya. Bhaiya, can I call you in about 20 minutes? I'm in a class right now, Bhushuktam class.
So, Mahi Dharani, Maho Vyathishta, Mahaha Vyathishta. Shringe, Shringe, in each and every peak, Yajna, Yajna. Each and every peak representing the greatness of her service. Vibhishini, resplendent, radiant. Indrapatni, the one who is the consort of Indra. Vyapini, all-pervading. Surasarit, Surasarit means divine flowing stream. Sarit, Sura Sarit, constantly flowing iha, right here and now. See how beautifully it is described, the entire glory of the Mother Earth in such magnanimous way. Samudravati Savitri no Devi Mahyangi Mahidharani Mahovyathishta Shringe Shringe Yagne Yagne Vibhishini Indrapat Vyapini Surasaridhiha. How it is described, the incredible peaks represent sacrifice. It's like a monument of sacrifice of the Mother Earth. It's the monument of her sacrifice that these rivers and riverlets are flowing, the celestial streams are flowing, while bearing this incredible ocean. And this mother is life sustaining with great limbs of hers, bearing this great magnanimous mountains, etc. And the one who is flowing also as celestial rivers for the sustenance. And she indeed is Indra Patni. Indra here does not mean the Puranic Indra. Indra here means the supreme consciousness. She is the partner of this supreme consciousness, that is the witness consciousness. And being that partner, she is equally all-pervading, spreading everywhere, not only just spreading everywhere, but spreading in a way that sustains the life on this earth with her mighty limbs, with her mighty upholding, with her mighty establishment, each peak by peak, in every summit, river by riverlet that is flowing celestially, she represents Yajna, Yajna, everything in sacrifice, she exists. Just listening to the meaning itself should be uplifting. What do you do with our life? What do we do with our life? So here, it continues. Vayumati, Jalashayani,
Vayumati Jalashayani
Shriyandharaja,
Shriyandharaja
Satyanto Parimedini,
Satyanto Parimedini
Shvo Paridhattam Parigaya.
Shwoparidhattam Parigaya.
Again, this one, Vayumati. Okay. Vayumati Jalashayani. Vayumati.
Vayumati Jalashayani.
You are a little bit flat.
Okay. Vayumati
Vayumati.
Vayumati Jalashayani. Vayumati Jalashayani.
Shriyandharaja Satyanto Parimedini.
Shriyandharaja Satyanto Parimedini. Shriyandharaja Satyanto Parimedini.
Okay, there should be a dash between Satyanto and Pari. so that it doesn't come out as a different word. It's a single word. Satyanto pari, but put a dash there, Chandrasekhar. Shvoparidhatam parigaya.
श्वोपरिधत्तं परिगाय श्वोपरिधत्तं परिगाय
Chant this mantra 2 times.
Vayumati.
Oh,
Vayu, sorry. Vayumati jalashayani shriyandharaja satyanto parimedini shvoparidhattam parigaya Vayumati jalashayani shriyandharaja satyanto parimedini shvoparidhattam parigaya.
Simple words again. Vayumati, the one who is filled with wind or air, or the Jalashayani, that is resting in waters or water abiding. Also the holder, Dha, means that holds. Shriyam is prosperity or wealth. Satyantaha uparimedini. Satyantaha uparimedini. Satyam taha. She is the true vision. That is, she is the end of Satya. End of truth means she is the manifestation of the truth. What is the truth? Truth is nothing but Sat. What is Sat? Sat means existence. What is existence? Earth. You can see. You exist on earth and you know earth exists. But this is Satyantaha Uparimedini. That which is all pervading, the mighty all pervading around existence. Shvaha Upari Dhattam Parigaya. Swaha Upari Dhattam, place above, that is also Upari Dhattam, Swaha, that which is present also into future. Upari Dhattam, that also holds the future. Parigaya, praise her. Praise this mother. So, Raja is shining. Raja Satyantaha, that which is shining. Raja doesn't mean king actually. The word Raja Shabdam, Raja means that which is radiant. That which is radiant. Nataraja does not mean king of dance. Hello. Lion dance, king of dance, not all of that stuff. These people don't know what actually the inner meaning. Nata means actually movement. Raja means shining. The movement that shines forth is what is called Nataraja. Many dancers don't know what Nataraja means. That means in every movement, movement and moment, you will see this radiance shining through. Similarly, this Mother Earth shines forth. She shines forth the existence, Satya, not only the existence here and now, and the existence into the future. Swaha Uparidhattam Parigaya, praise her all around. You see her presence all around. That is the meaning of that mantra. Vishnu Patnim Mahin Devim
Vishnupatnim Mahin Devim
Madhavim Madhava Priyam
Madhavim Madhavapriyam
Lakshmim Priyasakhin Devim
Lakshmi Priyasakhin Devim
Namamyachyuta Vallabham.
Namamyachyuta Vallabham.
Yeah, so this also there is a little bit of part of Vedas. Some people chant Lakshmim, some people chant Lakshmi. So it's okay. Either way is fine. As I said, we don't know the source of these mantras. So therefore, some leverage is okay. Vishnu Patnim Mahin Devim
Vishnupatni
Mahin Devim Madhava. Okay, Madhavi Madhava. Okay, so this one also the swaras are a little bit. Let me see what Mantra Pushpam says.
There is no double swarita on Veem.
Vishnu Patnim Mahin Devim Madhavim Madhava Priyam. Okay. Yes. Madhavim Madhava Madhava Priyam. Okay. Okay, let's go through one more time. Vishnu Patnim Mahin Devim
Vishnupatnim Mahin Devim
Okay, go ahead.
Vishnupatnim Mahin Devim
Madhavi Madhava Priyam
Madhavim
Madhava Priyam, because after the Dirgha Swaritam, the Swaritam coming will not be a nice flow. So it should be Madhavi Madhava Priyam.
Madhavim Madhava Priyam.
Yeah, please correct this also, Sairama. Also listen to the audio that I recorded. Yeah, please listen to the audio. Chandrasekhar, okay?
Yes, Anna, sure.
Okay, chant now.
Okay.
Vishnu Patnim Mahin Devim Madhavim Madhava Priyam
Vishnupatnim Mahin Devim Madhav. Sorry, one more time.
Just the way it is written there.
Vishnupatnim Mahin Devim Madhavim Madhava Priyam.
You say Madhava. No. Madhava Priyam. That's why I'm chanting. Yeah.
Vishnupatnim Mahin Devim Madhavim Madhava Priyam.
So in Mantra Pushpam book, it is written like Vishnu Patnim Mahin Devim Madhavim Madhava Priyam. So, but that's there is also part of Veda in this. Okay. I have seen people chant with Swaritam on the Dirgha Swaritam on the Veem. So we'll maintain that. Then immediate Swaritam will not work. So the Swaritam will shift to Dha and the Anudattam will shift to Pri. So that's how we'll chant. Okay. Lakshmi Priya Sakhin Devim.
Lakshmim
There is
Priyasakhin.
no there. Lakshmi Priya Sakhin Priya Sakhin Devim.
Lakshmi Priyasakhin
Priya Sakhi. There's
Yeah,
no.
down.
Priya Sakhi.
Lakshmi
Priya Sakhin Devi.
Lakshmi Priyasakhin Devi.
Namam Yachuta Vallabham.
Namam Yachyuta Vallabham. Vallabham.
So he can maybe correct it while we are talking, no? With the doc file, Sai Rama, if you can, so there is no confusion. And then Chandrasekhar can project it.
No, I'm in a different computer, Anna.
Okay, no problem. Lakshmi Priya Sakhin Devin Namam Yachuta Vallabham.
Lakshmi Priyas.
You're so locked in. You're so locked in into the. Yeah, that's good, but also you have to listen. Veda is learned mostly by listening, not by seeing. Okay. Close your eyes and chant. Lakshmi Priya Sakhin Devi Namam Yachuta Vallabham.
Lakshmi Priyasakhin Devin Namam Yachuta Vallabham.
Oh, you close your eyes and chant it?
No, I didn't. The last bit I didn't. Last bit I didn't.
Okay. Okay, so Vishnu Patni. What do we understand this word Vishnu Patni? Patni means immediately what we think. Wife. Vishnu Patni. Wife of Vishnu. You learned, what did we learn in Aruna Prishna? What did we learn about Vishnu in Aruna Prishna?
One who is all
Vast
pervading.
Huh?
The one who is
The
all
one who
pervading.
spreads.
Sorry, that is fine, but I'm asking specifically, what is Vishnu referred to as in the context of the one who spreads is a common meaning, but that's not Varuna Prishna I'm talking about, very specific. Anavarne ime bhumi. Where is the mantra coming there? What is the mantras after that?
Gravity.
Iyancha च रोदसे किग्गस्विदत्रान्तरा bhutam ene me vidhrute bubhe Vishnuna vidhrite bhumi. Vishnuna vidhrite bhumi. And if you take that line, that is what it means, Vishnu Patni. The one who is holding. Held by who? Vishnu. What is the Vishnu here? The all-pervading gravity. Vishnu Patni. Mahim Devim. Madhavim. Madhava. Madhavi. Madhava. Dhava means again the one who belongs to Ma. He is Madhava. The one who belongs to him is Madhavim. When it refers to us, it is Madhavi. When it refers to him, it is Madhava. Madhava Priyam. So the one who is Madhava Priyam, the beloved of Madhava, and as the beloved of Madhava, she is Lakshmi, Priya Sakhim, dearest companion, Devi, Namami, I salute to you, Achyuta Vallabham, the beloved of Achyuta. Now, this mantra is easily understood just by I explain it as Vishnu. Here is Vishnu, blue guy, lying down on a snake coil with a rich woman pressing his feet. And this fellow also held the earth up as Varaha. Therefore, earth is the concept of him. And all of that is explained. Achyuta also means Vishnu. So therefore, this entire mantra is about Mother Earth being the consort of Mahavishnu. Done. All the Vaishnavites will be extremely happy. Because that's all they care about. That if you say Vishnu is the most supreme, they're all very happy. No questions asked. Don't interpret anything. Then if I interpret like that, what will all my Russian friends who don't even know who is Varaha, who is all of those things, what will they think? This mantra only applies to Vaishnavites. That's when you have to actually go deeper into each and every word. Ma, Dhavi. Ma means us. See here, if you look at Madhavi Im, Madhava Priyam. In the same, the swara is different. In one case, it is Madhavi Im. In another case, Madhava Priyam. I explained this word about Ma. Mano Mahanta Mutamano Ardhakam Mana. When you go back and refer to the meaning of what is the difference in Ma with a Swarit, Ma with a Anudattam, Ma with that is flat, Ma that is Udattam, all the meanings are different. So when you apply to that, Madhava Priyam, Ma here, the dearest one that is holding us, and the dearest one that is held by him. Vishnu, I just talked about Vishnu. Who is Vishnu? In the context of what we are talking in Aruna Prashna, it is gravity. What is gravity doing? Gravity is holding us. She is held by gravity. Madhava. See how the meaning completely so relevant and so beautiful, not applied to Vaishnavites only. Achyuta. Chuta means to let go. Achyuta means that does not let go. Gravity does not let go of the earth. Sun's gravity will hold the earth in its place. And by doing so, the earth does not fly away, because the earth is held in its orbit by the gravity of the supreme infinite consciousness, aka sun. And if this gravity does not hold us back, we will fly away. So salutations to this Mahi, Mahim, Devin, Mahi. This incredible Devi, the Mahi, is held by this Vishnu, the gravitational force. His gravitational force holds her. Her gravitational force holds us. And when you hold somebody so beautifully together, you become a close friend, no? Only a close friend you go and hug. Priya Sakhim, beloved friend. Just like you go hold a beloved friend. Hey, friend, how are you? And then you hold him tight. They are holding each other tight like the best friends, exemplary of best friends. I have never interpreted this. This just came completely left field, this interpretation. You go and read the meaning of Madhava somewhere, you will always see Madhava as the meaning as Ma means mother, Dhava means the one who is holding. But then when the repetition occurs, the meaning cannot be the same. And therefore the swara also changes. Now that I think about it, Swaritam on Ma is incorrect, flat on Ma is correct swaram, because the meaning will be completely fit with that. Vishnupatnim Mahim Devim, Vishnupatnim Mahim Devim, Madhavim Madhava Priyam, Lakshmi Priya Sakhin Devim Nama Myachyuta Vallabham. What a beautiful session that Bhagavan has given. Thank you, Swami. Never understood this mantra like this. So you're all thinking this class is for you. No, class is for me too. The one who is leading the class is none other than Bhagavan himself. Then only such kind of enlightening insights will come. Because the quest to Swami that this mind has always prayed for is that I don't want the meaning only tied to Hindus, because you said Vedas belong to all. Therefore, Veda mantras have to be applicable to everyone, commonly to everyone. Then only they'll become Lakshmi also. Here it does not mean the Lakshmi that we think. What is the meaning of the word Lakshmi?
Gives us the goal,
That Lakshya.
Lakshya.
What is that Laksham here? What is the goal, the target here?
Be together.
Sacrifice.
To be together. That's correct. The target is gravity that holds everybody and everything together. And the example of this pair of Vishnu and Lakshmi is showing that they hold on to each other. And the example of the gravity is that the gravity in the context of the planetary system, the gravity of the sun holds the earth together, and the earth holds everything on it together. So come back and refers to this togetherness. Collective effort, together. Let us all be together. Let us all be nourished together. Who is enabling that? Mother Earth. Therefore, I think 15 minutes over, so I thought I will finish this, but next Saturday we'll finish the rest of the Gayatri mantra, and if Bhagavan wills, we'll also go into the word Dhara, which when reversed becomes Radha. Dhara, reverse it, Radha. We'll get into that. Jai Sai Ram. Adakshara Pada Bhrashtam, Baji.
ॐ यदक्षरपदभ्रष्टं मात्राहीनं तु यद्भवेत् तत्सर्वं क्षम्यतां देव नारायण नमोऽस्तु ते विसर्गबिन्दुमात्राणि पदपादाक्षराणि च न्यूनानि चातिरिक्तानि क्षमस्व साईश्वर अपराधसहस्राणि क्रियन्ते हर्निशं मया दासोऽयमिति मां मत्वा क्षमस्व साईश्वर अन्यथा शरणं नास्ति त्वमेव शरणं मम तस्मात् कारुण्यभावेन रक्ष रक्ष साईश्वरा हरिः ॐ तत्सत् श्री साईश्वरार्पणमस्तु.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, I know in most of the texts it is written as Satyandho, but that doesn't make sense in Padapatha because Satya Andho doesn't make sense. So it is Satya Antaha Upari Medini. But in chanting, many people chant Satyandho Parimedini. It is not Satyandho. It is Satyanto Parimedini. Yes. Unfortunately, we don't have authentic source for the mantra, so a lot of Patabhedas are there. Okay. Any other questions? Next Sunday we'll do this Bhusuktam because on Saturday. On Saturdays, no. On Saturday, so next Saturday there is no Rudram, no Ekadas Rudrabhishekam. Because we just did the Ekadas Rudrabhishekam last Saturday. So we'll skip this month, second Saturday Abhishekam. And so we'll have the class next Saturday. Thank you. Thank you, Zelimir. Okay, next. Any other questions?
So, Anna, in the mantra 10, the Shringe Shringe comes twice with a different Swarita. Is there a difference in the meaning? He said Shringe is monument.
Yeah. How is the first Shringe? How is the other Shringe?
The first one has a Anudata and the other one has a Swarita.
Yeah. So there is a peak that goes up, peak that comes down. This scale she chanted is too low for me. I had to go back to my scale. Shringe, Shringe, right? Like that. So one aspect of Yajna, see, look at that. Shringe, Shringe matches exactly with Yajna. Right?
Yes.
What do you make out of that?
No, I mean, I don't understand how peak comes down actually, because
No, Shringe, Shringe, Yajna, one is going from bottom to top, like from the Anudattam to the Udattam, and then other one is Swaritam to Udattam, right?
yes,
And it mirrors exactly the Yajna, right?
correct. Yes.
So there are two peaks and two Yajnas, no? How can that be? So what do you, I'm asking you, I'm probing you, I'm asking you to go inside.
2 peaks and 2 days.
Any intellectual one that can, there are two Yajnas, two peaks. One is going from inside to outside, other one coming from outside to inside. There is Antar Yajna, there is a Bahir Yajna. Antar Yajna, Bahir Yajna.
But
The one who is at the peak is called Shekhara. Shikhara, Sekhara, summit. Shringe is a summit, at the summit. Yes. Okay. I've given you enough pointer. Now you have to turn the mind into it, and now it will be obvious. Yes. Am I making sense to you?
yeah.
Yes.
Making.
Antar Yajna, Bahir Yajna. Antarmukha, Samaradhya. Bahirmukha, Sudurlabha. The Yajna is how you see yourself. Can you see everyone like that? That is the Yajna. Yajna, Vibhishini. Yes. Vibhishini means the one who is completely radiant and resplendent and resolved. Okay. Any other questions?
And now this Vishnu Patni, that reminded me of in Devi Mahatmyam, how in the when Vishnu was in Yoga Nidra.
Mm.
So Mahamaya was within him, and then when Brahma, how he did his her stuti, that time she came out. So it's
What is
like
that to do with Mother Earth?
I'm just bringing the
No,
comparison.
no. You can bring whatever comparison you want, but you have to ask the question, how does that hold together in the context of this mantra?
Hmm.
I'm not saying you are wrong. We are all blind people feeling an elephant. But I'm only asked questions for a question. How do you think that is relevant here? Here, what is mostly relevant is Vishnuna vidhrite bhumi iti vatsasya vedana iravati dhenumati bhutam suyavasini manusheda sasya. You see now, Arunam is imprinted. Now what happens is, now in the context of Aruna Prashna, we are studying Bhusuktam. What is Vishnu described in Aruna Prashna? Vishnu is described as the gravity. Kiggas vidatrantara bhutam ene me vidhrite ubhe. What is that is holding together? Vishnuna vidhrite bhumi. Vishnu is the one that is holding the earth. And that from a Puranic interpretation, it is Vishnu holding the earth as Varaha, as the boar. That is the interpretation, that is religious interpretation. But Vishnu, as described in Aruna Prashna, is the all-pervading gravity, which is nothing but a space-time equation. And therefore, that which is holding the earth is the gravity of this all-pervading infinite consciousness. What is holding us is the earth. Therefore, Madhava, Madhavi is a different meaning. Madhava is a different meaning. So that is the interpretation that just sparked up today because of the grace of Bhagavan's immense presence. That interpretation may be right, may not be right, but feels right because everything holds together. No pun intended. The entire meaning of gravity holds together in this mantra. Patni means that which is protected. Protected by Vishnu. Vishnu there is protection, means the one who is holding as that gravity. What is he holding? Maheen Devi. Magnificent earth is held together. Madhava Priyam. Holding together is associated with beholding, beloved, right? Beloved. Only the beloved you will hold together. So even in that context, Priyam, Priyasakhim, Vallabham, all those are references to the one you hold together. So this mantra is therefore referring, that is the, I don't know how that relevant, I have to think about how you feel that is relevant to the Devi Matyam. I can't think of the relevance to that. So
No, just the fact that he's also holding on to Maya. Could it be like that?
no, but then that is released.
Yes.
Here
But-
it is holding, not release.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And also when, sorry, go ahead.
Sorry.
So, no, I was contemplating when you said about water, like water versus the ghee, ghritam. And then you said that water may have bubbles, but ghee doesn't have bubbles at all. So wouldn't ghee be like top notch than the water? But then when when you said that water is love, right? Apam pushpam veda. When in that context you said that it is all love. So I was just thinking about water bubbles. Maybe our love kind of gets into a
But Sairamma, the meanings are, as I said many times, the words meanings are interpreted in context. So you can take one interpretation and say, okay, therefore is ghee more supreme to love because love has bubbles in it and ghee doesn't have bubble in it. That's what the way you are thinking like that. That's
Yes.
not that. Yeah. It's just completely offline. It's like tying some things together which don't even make sense. What we are talking about in the context of ghrita, ghr, ghrani is the core of presence. And therefore, I explained this meaning of ghrita, ghrani when we were talking about Aruna Prashna also. Huh? Where did you learn the word ghrita? See, that is exactly the point. So then in that context, what ghr means, ghrani means, ghrita means, all and ghee, all of them have a root in the root in the dhatu, in the shabdam called ghr. Ghr means core. The core of the sun is what is called ghrani. So when the core of your thought process is aligned, then it will flow without any interruption. That's why the taila is used as taila dhara, they say. They don't say water dhara. They don't say jala dhara also, they say jala dhara, ghrita dhara. But ghrita dhara is because of the specific gravity and physical properties of it. Ghritam will flow, and ghritam is the one that rages the fire. Water will put off the fire. Now, if you say apaha is love, will love put off the fire? Can you interpret like that? You cannot interpret like that. So, yeah. So you have to use what we call as vichakshana in understanding the meanings of those. Now, in this word jala shayani, the word jala is a very beautiful word. What is jala? Jala shayani.
Ja meaning utpaj, so like to bring forth or to be born, and la means I don't
Laya.
know. Laya.
Laya.
Yeah. So jala shayani means what?
The one who is the witness of the.
That shayani means that which is present or residing in jayate, layate. That which is merging and emerging. See, if I take each word and go deeper into it, it becomes very powerful teaching. Jalashayani, Sriyandha, Raja, Satyanto Parimedini. Satyantaha Uparimedini will become Satyantaha Uparimedini becomes Satyanto Parimedini. Okay. Next, Baji, what's your question?
Anna, Sairam Anna, you mentioned Vasavi as abode of all terrestrial beings, right? Vasudeva is also related meaning, Anna?
Yes. Vasudeva means what?
Vishnu.
Vishnu. Vasudeva means what, Shivaram Krishna Garu? Is unmute. Unmute. Lot of people say the word Vasudeva, Vasudeva. What does Vasudeva mean?
Son of Vasudeva.
Son of Vasudeva. Vasudeva is that Vasudeva. That is normally the thing, sir. Sairam.
Yeah, Sairam. Yeah. But how does it apply to a Christian studying Vedas? Or a Muslim studying Vedas? They don't believe in Krishna. Then that means the word Vasudeva is irrelevant to them now. This is tapas. How does my dear, lovely Marie connect to Vasudeva? She's a Muslim. She's learning Vedas. She's here on this class. Or how do I connect it to a Belinda, to a Norma, to a Rico, to all these people that are so much pursuing Vedas? I explained to them Vasudeva means the son of Vasudeva. Therefore, is the name of Krishna. Or is the Vishnu? They say, who is Vishnu? Oh, that blue guy who is sleeping on the snake coil with a rich woman pressing his feet. How do I care about him as a Vishnu, as a Muslim? Then that means these Veda mantras are only applicable to Hindus who worship idols as Vishnu, Krishna, all this stuff. No, this is sadhana. This is the sadhana. If you are able to catch on to the word and connect to the deeper essence of it, beyond name, form, and function, then you are truly on the path of wisdom. This is yoga. This is tapas. This is jnana. This is advaita. Otherwise, you are caught up in your own paraphernalia. I'm not saying that is all wrong or please don't interpret like that. I'm not saying all of that is wrong, so don't give a name like nothing like that. The name Vasudeva is very beautifully described in the shlokam that we all chant about Vasudeva in Vishnu Sahasranamam. Vasanad Vasudevasya Vasitante Jagatrayam Sarvabhuta Nivasosi Vasudeva Namostute. That which is present in the entire universe and in every being of the universe, Vasati Divyati iti Vasudevaha. Vasati, that which is present. Divyati, that which is sentient. That which is present in you as the presence, and that which also gives a sentience to your presence. Vasudeva really means Sat and Chit in Sanskritam. Vasati, Sat, Divyati, Chit. In English, Vasati is I, Divyati is am. I am is what is called Vasudeva. I is existence. Am is awareness. I am is what is called Vasudeva in Sanskritam. Now, you ask now, I ask Mari, I am. Is this present in everything and everyone?
I am.
Yes. Is it present?
Yes.
Yeah, therefore, when I say Vasudeva, now you are connected to I am. Is it referring to any Hindu god? No.
It's universal.
It's universal. Therefore, the word Vasudeva is universal. It is not just about Hindus, son of Vasudeva. This is the path of wisdom. This is what Bhagavan Sri Sathya Sai Baba has come on earth for. Therefore, he has said, these Vedas and Veda mantras do not apply to one single religion, not single caste, creed, religion, none of that stuff. That's all your own making of it. We are studying universal principles. Chappandi sir.
Shankar garu, namaskaram. Ikkada just I am. The word I signifies again ahankar.
No.
Okay.
The word I does not signify ahankar, sir. See, the word you are talking about I, when limited to your own self, becomes ego. When it is only shining within you, it is ego. When it is shining everywhere, it is the universal I, the infinity. I represents infinity. Okay, Sairam. Okay.
No, in Bhagavad Gita sloka, it is interpreted in the 7th chapter, in the 4th verse, that Bhumirabo Nalo Vayu Kammano Bidhare Vacha ahankaram iti yemme binna prakrutirastada.
Yeah.
Ahankar is representing as I only represents ahankar there. That way I
Correct.
just put it as.
Correct. Mamaivamsho jiva loke jiva bhuta sanatanaha. Mamaivamsho, that infinity is present, that infinite I is present in you as the limited finite I. Therefore, that individual I, the Jivatma, is none other than a reflection of the Paramatma. Therefore, you can also say that that I represents that infinity, the reflection of the infinity.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, sir.
Sairam.
Thanks.
Sairam Anna,
Yes.
can you please decode the word Savitri Anna?
Savitri. What is the root of the word Savitri?
Savituhu.
Huh?
Savituhu. Saviturvarenya.
Savit is the root of Savitri. So Savit means sustaining, life sustaining. Saviturvarenyam. Savit means life sustaining. Entire Gayatri mantra, if you look at one of the shorts I have, which they created from the South Africa guys, created a short on Gayatri mantra, and there referred to as Savit means life sustaining. Three means threefold. Life sustained as the body, mind, and the senses. That is Savitri. Okay.
Thank you. Anna.
Sairam.
So,
Sairam Anna.
Anna,
Go ahead.
two more things, Anna. I know it's getting late, but when you spoke about this ghee being the specific gravity, right? So what I understood is that ghee is highly viscous, and the viscosity is attained by because since we are talking about togetherness, right? The carbon atoms and the hydrogen atoms are held very tightly together, which gives the viscosity of the ghee. So when you spoke about specific gravity, I just understood that's I mean he really representing the universal togetherness, just like how the carbon and the hydrogen atoms are held together. So that's one observation. The other thing is that when you talk about, we asked about where is Sida comes, the immediate mind was going to Prasida Parameshwari only. So that it comes in that Kshama Prarthana of Devi. So there, the Prasida Parameshwari, I was just trying to understand what are we asking as a prayer to Devi?
Yeah, Sida means here and now. Utibhihi Sida.
Yeah.
So therefore, Sida, Utibhihi. Sida means here. Here. Utibhihi, present right here. Total presence here. Prasida. Sida means here. Pra, in totality. Be here in totality. Prasida, be present in totality. You're praying to the mother to be present in totality. That's what it means. Yeah. Prasida, prasada. What's the difference? Prasida, prasada. What is the difference? Sida, sadhanam. We say no, Sida, sadhanam. Sida followed by sadhanam. Prasida, I explained. What is prasada? Tintavena prasadam ante urke. Always eating. A prasadam means that which you eat very happily. You put in front of God only for the sake. You are waiting when the Brahmarpanam is over, only to eat it. Prasadam ante tintamani anukuntaru. Prasida, prasada. What's the difference, da?
The A and the E, actually.
The A and the E. Prasida is the presence. Prasada, means materialization of the presence. That material which is now representing the presence of the divinity is prasada. That is, therefore, you consume the material. When it is present, it is prasida. When it is consumed, it is prasada. Sairam. Okay. Baji, ఇంకేమైనా క్వశ్చన్లు ఉన్నాయి? తొందరగా చెప్పు, వెళ్ళిపోదాం.
Sorry, Jan. So you mentioned about Bhusuktam is only the first 6 rigs, right, Anna? The rest all is later added to the Suktam, right? But in the first 6, like it is talking about the subject, right? Instead of just Bhumi, we are talking about the sun, Aditya and Aditi we have referred and all. But why only that has been composed as Bhusuktam, Anna? Because the rest is talking more about the limbs of Bhumi and how that is helping each one of us.
So what is the question? I didn't still.
So why initially only that 6 were composed as part of Bhusuktam, Anna? Because there it is more talking about the subject, the source than the.
I mean, I cannot answer the question why. Okay, because I did not put them together.
Yeah.
If I am behind it, I can tell you why I did it like that. It is all the rishis' integrated vision, but that integrated vision is twofold. The first, it is invoking infinity. It is invoking the presence of the entire cosmos as the earth, the atmosphere, and the space, the entire sky. That is what represents as Aditi, the indivisible, infinite consciousness. And that indivisible, infinite consciousness expresses itself as Aditya, which is the infinity of the sun. And that Aditya exists only for the sake of protecting the planets and the Mother Earth. Therefore, in the sea, now I'm giving you not an expression of Bhusuktam applicable to, this is applicable universally. So in reality, this infinite consciousness represent not just the Earth and the planetary system, it is the composition of the Earth, its atmosphere, and the infinity represented by the indivisible consciousness. It's one indivisible consciousness. That one indivisible consciousness expresses itself for the benefit of and sustenance of the beings, one of which is being Aditya, the sun. And this sun and the earth, they are partners in the existence of the whole universe. And that partnership is what is called yajna, the sacrifice. The sun exists as sacrifice, burning himself. The earth exists in sacrifice, sustaining the whole universe with forbearance. To recognize this partnership as the yajna is the essence of Antaryajna. So the next 3 mantras are actually talking about the Antaryajna. What is the Antaryajna that we have to think about? In the context of the indivisible universe, you are a replica of that indivisible universe, where your body represents the earth, the subtle mind represents the atmosphere, and the infinite illumination as the I am, as the infinity. In this I am infinity existing 3 components. And these 3 components are not, when they are not functioning together, they are dispersed. They disperse your infinite awareness of I am. So constantly do this yajna of bringing together this I am awareness and be that indivisible, supreme, infinite consciousness and awareness. That's the end of it.
Yes.
What more to say? That's the end of it.
So
That is the end. That
universal.
is the end of the suktam. So then the rest of the stuff is about how that comes forth as various names and forms and functions And that is what is addendum to that sacrificial nature. Further description of that. That's it.
Understood, Anna. Thank you, Anna.
Thank you, Sairam. Okay, let's go to Swasti Prajabhya.
Anna,
Swati.
I have posted a request to you personally.
Personally. Oh, the shorts. Release YouTube shorts. Oh, okay, Sairam. This is the second request for YT shorts. I don't do all of that stuff, ma. It's not because you know very well that I don't write books. I don't do any of that stuff. I'm not engaged in any pursuit that is associated. Even my friend and brother Murthy Chervu constantly every month he writes to me, you should capture this as a book and all of that stuff. This body has no identity associated with it. So therefore, I will not engage in that. Even those shorts that were published were not by me. The devotees from South Africa did it, that's their love. So you go for it. I have no objection. But I personally won't engage in that. Because it's not my interest to propagate this self. Therefore, none of the videos, YouTube videos, none of them have this name associated with it. There is no name. None of these videos have any name associated with it. Because today only this Vishnupatni Mahi Devi, that's not a conception of this mind. This mind did not conceive it. There is this supreme Hiranyagarbha that is working through this satsang. So I have no intellectual property ownership associated with anything that is there. It is all Bhagavan. It is so disheartening and disgusting to say that some of these YouTube videos are copyrighted by people. Shirdi Sai Baba Aartis are copyrighted by people. Satya Sai Baba Aarti is copyrighted. Narayana Suktam is copyrighted. And then YouTube sends me these messages saying your video has violated copyright. I'm looking at this. Satya Sai Baba Aarti is copyrighted? What? Shirdi Baba Aartis are copyrighted by some guy Pramod, somebody who copyrights Shirdi Sai Baba Aartis. What kind of blasphemy and selfishness has creeped into the human mind to copyright Vedas, to copyright scriptures that do not even bloody belong to humanity. What an atrocious state of intellect that we have come to. So therefore, I am far away from these books, CDs, all of that kind of stuff. It's totally non-spiritual to put my name on something that doesn't belong to me. Jai Sai Ram. Let the ashrams survive making all these things for money businesses. Jai Sai Ram. Swasti Prajabhya Paripali. Now you close with Swasti Mantra. On that note.
Swasti Prajabhya Paripalayantam Nyayena Margena Mahim Mahishaha Go Brahmanebhya Shubhamastu Nityam Samasta Lokaha Sukhino Bhavantu Samasta Lokaha Sukhino Bhavantu Samasta Lokaha Sukhino Bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Jai Bolo Bhagwan Shri Satya Sai Baba.